On in so you can hear me and I don't have to yell. There was a man named Thomas Nelson in colonial America who built a beautiful house for his family, a beautiful two-story house. And as he built that house, he took his son, Thomas Nelson Jr., with him. And then when he married his bride, they moved into the house because by then his parents had passed away. So it became the home of Thomas Nelson Jr. When the British came to Yorktown, they kicked the Nelson family out and occupied their home as the headquarters of the British Army. When General Nelson was out near Surrender Field, he noticed through his eyeglass that the gunners were not aiming for his house. He asked them why. He said, "This is the British headquarters. Why are you not shelling my home?" And the artillerymen said, "But sir, it's your home."
And he was a general?
He was a general.
That's why.
He reached in his pocket, pulled out a 10-guinea note, and said, "This goes to the first gunner who hits my home." The next one who fired sent a shell through a top-story window, killing an officer, wounding another, and it went out another window. And thereafter, they continued to shell his home. That was one part of the price that he paid, dedicating all to the cause of freedom. And then, after the victory, he was elected the governor of Virginia. He had personally sponsored as a general several Virginia militia legions to fight in the war. After the war was over, there was no money to pay those men. Virginia had no money. And so General Governor Nelson wrote to all of his well-to-do friends in the country and asked them if they would please loan money to the state or the colony at that time of Virginia to pay the salary of the men who served under him. Every single one of them turned him down, saying they would not loan a penny to the state of Virginia, the colony of Virginia, but that they would loan everything they had to Thomas Nelson Jr., the governor of Virginia. They loaned him the money. He used it to pay his soldiers and spent the remainder of his life paying off that debt. And so you can see on the bottom of this grave of one of my all-time heroes are the words, "He gave all for liberty." And every time I come to this cemetery to visit his grave, I have to ask myself, am I giving all? Am I holding back? Or am I doing all that I can for the cause of liberty? Because it is that glorious principle of liberty that lies at the foundation of all that we do in this country. We must have liberty to live the gospel of Jesus Christ. For the plan of salvation to be effective in our lives, we must have liberty. Therefore, we must give all to maintain that foundation of liberty so that we can maintain our freedoms in this land and the privilege thereby to live the plan of salvation. In the premortal world, there were two plans, or two ways of implementing the Father's plan. One was a plan of freedom, one was a plan of force. That plan, those efforts continue upon the earth today. We must be willing to sacrifice so that our future generations can be free, because therein lies the essence of the gospel of Jesus Christ. So I urge you to ask yourselves, are you giving all for liberty as those who went before you have done? So let's pay our respects to this great, great man. The sons of the American Revolution go around on Labor Day, or not Labor Day, but Memorial Day, and put flags at all of the graves of those who fought in the American Revolution.
How come he got two?
Pardon?
He's two.
He wouldn't keep because he's worth it.